Hey guys, welcome back to Trendy Gadget. Today we'll talk about why the next iPhone might be really cheap. Let's head into it. We're all expecting the third generation iPhone SE to launch in just a few weeks, and there isn't much we don't know about it. We know what it'll look like, how much faster it will be, and what the premier feature will be. But there might still be one surprise left. Investors Business Daily reported late last week that Loop Capital Markets analyst John Donovan has heard rumors that the new iPhone SE could start at $300. That's 25% lower than the current model and will represent a surprising cut, but it also kind of makes sense. We've read reports for months that the third generation iPhone SE will gain 5G along with an upgraded A15 processor and better camera. We don't know what Apple has in store for the 2022 iPhone SE, but even if it keeps selling the second generation model at a discounted rate, it would definitely eat into some of the lower end Android sales. A $399 iPhone SE is a fantastic price for a 5G phone, but if Apple expands the SE lineup with an even cheaper model, Apple could kick off 2022 with a surprisingly affordable bang. The iPhone SE is expected to launch at Apple's spring event in March, which could bring a new iPad Air, upgraded iMac or Mac Mini, and new iPhone 12 and 13 case colors. What we wish to get from the iPhone SE 3: a sharper selfie camera. The iPhone SE's wallet-friendly price means that the phone makes some compromises, particularly when it comes to the camera, and if Apple keeps the next iPhone SE's pricing as competitive as the 2020 versions, that probably won't change much. But we'd at least love to see a higher resolution front-facing camera for clearer video calls and selfies. The current iPhone SE has a 7-megapixel front camera like the iPhone XS. The iPhone 11 and newer devices have a 12-megapixel front camera with a wider field of view, while the iPhone SE's rear camera lacks the dual lens setup that's become common in most phones, even on budget devices. Its single-lens wide camera is still capable enough to produce impressive images. But now that the COVID-19 pandemic has made making video calls on our mobile devices the norm, it would be great to see the front camera get an upgrade that brings it closer to Apple's pricier phones. A newer Apple processor. One of the best things about the iPhone SE is that it runs on the same processor as the old iPhone 11, ensuring that it won't start feeling sluggish soon and will be well equipped to handle new features. While the A13 Bionic chip inside the iPhone SE packs plenty of power for everyday tasks, Apple could give its budget phone an edge by outfitting it with an even newer processor. The iPhone 13's A15 Bionic processor would be ideal, but even gaining the A14 Bionic chip would be a step forward in future-proofing the iPhone SE for years to come. Again, the older A13 Bionic chip is more than enough for most of the tasks you typically do on your phone. There's a chance we could see Apple's latest mobile processor arrive in the next iPhone SE. As a report from Nikkei Asian Review says, it will run on the same A15 Bionic chip in the iPhone 13. Longer battery life. The iPhone SE isn't just the cheapest phone Apple sells, it's also one of the tiniest. That also means it has a smaller battery than other iPhones like the iPhone 11, 12, and 13. Apple estimates that the iPhone SE should last up to 13 hours when playing back local video, whereas the iPhone 13 should last up to 19 hours, and the iPhone 11 and 12 should last for 17 hours. Apple also improved the battery life in its other smaller phone, the iPhone 13 mini, which says it can last for up to 17 hours during video playback, just like the iPhone 12. In our review of the iPhone SE, my colleague Patrick Holland wrote that he was able to easily get through a day and a half on a single charge. However, battery life will always vary, depending on how you use your device. In my own experience, on a full workday, I've only been able to get through into the late afternoon on days when I'm making a lot of calls or recording audio for work. But I typically get more mileage on weekends when I'm mostly just checking my email, reading the news, and browsing social media. Still, battery life can never be too good, and since Apple improved the iPhone 13 mini's battery life, I'm hoping it'll do the same for the next iPhone SE. What do you think about the iPhone SE 3? Let us know in the comment section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.